Hey, Lyndon here with eXp Realty and the Alberta Real Estate Team. And here we're talking to investors and wanted to just talk a little bit about those acronyms, those punch words, those buzzwords, those strange things that people hear that everybody says, oh, I know what that is, but they don't really know what they are. So a couple things are like BRRRR. What's a BRRRR? Well, buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. What does that mean? That's what a lot of investors do when they're trying to use as little capital as possible. So that's called the BRRRR method. If you look it up, you can see all sorts of information on that, and it's a thing. It's a thing for sure. So look into that, and it's something that's really going to help you if you want to be an investor. And again, it's how to make sure you're buying properties for as little money down as possible. Take advantage of the banks, I guess. And seller financing, it's a thing. But when I say seller financing, some people think that, some people think this, some people think all sorts of things. Agreement for sale is the most common way, and we do that by people allowing buyers to buy the home, and we build your own mortgage document within that. So you get a power of attorney only, you don't get title, and that's the key to it. If you want more information, I'll tell you about that. That's seller financing. Also, just a little bit about homes with suites and looking at whether or not they're legal or not. Well, a lot of people say, I gotta have them legal. Yes, but most of them are not. Like 97% of the suites are not legal. So how do people do it? And there's ways to go to work around that for sure. Of course, we gotta work within government agencies and make sure that we're all on the up and up. But listen, people are allowed to rent their basements. So if you want more information about that, how to make that work and making sure you're getting at least the same rent as a legal suite, which you can do that sort of thing. And lastly, ROI, return on investment. Again, how do you really figure that out? And it comes down to how much money am I putting in and what am I getting return on that money? So think about it. If I'm putting 5% down on something, obviously just from appreciation and depreciation of that mortgage, I'm gonna be getting huge ROI. But a lot of people, if they've got a few properties, they're putting 10, 15, and 20% down. Well, you just have a chart, it's income and expenses, and then you do the multiplication and division, and you come up with that number, and the average home was probably around 25 to 45% ROI. It's incredible, and that's with 10 to 20% down. So that's just a few tidbits of some of the wordings and the neat things out there that people think they know and say they know, and maybe they don't know. And somebody else probably knows a lot more than me.